as we're looking here. So we'll see how these teams can sort of stack up. Again, Skadoodle, as you said, going to be a player to watch on the Curse side. His op is fantastic, has been fantastic online, and now more recently he has sort of proved himself on that LAN scenario, been playing much better there. A lot of people were catching him a lot of flack, or he was catching a lot of flack from people, just because he had not performed well on LAN yet, and then he went over to DreamHack.
Oh boy, I think we're live.
And performed all right there.
Okay.
And we are, yes, the helicopter has dropped off.
Yes.
Curse.
Can we get that helicopter, please? Let's get that at least once. It's too late now, bro. It's gone.
Oh.
Yep. No.
It's back.
Yeah.
There we go.
Get out of here, son.
As the helicopter drops off Curse into CT spawn.
Terrorists get nothing, man. They're just chilling. It's lame.
I mean, they don't have vehicles.
Anyway. This is super serious now. Curse possibly the last chance for North America. Although Dynamic is actually beating the tar out of area games right now on DDoS 2. I think it's like, what's the score? 11-4 at the end of the first half. So very good job by Dynamic in the first half against area games. So they still have a chance to force a map 3 and maybe be a North American team that advances. But we are getting into this first round for Curse. It will be Stan, Skadoodle, Michael 3D, Easy PK, and Anger. For In Faculty, it will be Disruptor, Kirby, Asmo, Simon, and QK Mantis. And so far, Asmo has opened things up, taking Stan down. They're at pretty low health, though. They receive lots of nade and spam damage.
One nade is
look at this boost here. But Easy PK gets boosted straight into headshots from Kirby. Kirby is doing work here. This is definitely a toughie. As Anger's still alive, though, he's able to dish out a frag there onto Disruptor. Asmo, Kirby, and Simon are left here. Anger and Skadoodle trying to come in and do something. Skadoodle with the 5-7 here, able to get a kill there onto Asmo. Skadoodle running to chase Kirby in tunnels. Kirby, though, huge frags, and Simon finishes it off on Todd. What a huge round there for Kirby. I think that was 3 or 4 frags for him, if I'm not mistaken. He did some great work on that A take.
Yeah, some super strong Glock work there from Kirby as they came into that bomb site. I thought Stan, he got some spam in early, got a nade in, took some damage down on the end faculty side. They were hurting a little bit as they entered, but then they just used those Glocks to their advantage. And then with Curse's retake, they really just all came through those double doors, stuck in a corner. One nade probably could have blown them up. I think that really kind of hurt them. They didn't do a whole lot to send anyone the other way through the tunnels, and that really was their demise.
Yeah, and of course, In Faculty will go ahead and buy out. They have the SMGs and the Galeals. Michael 3D and Anger, your last 2 players left here to try to see if they can do something, but it's looking a lot like In Faculty is just going to be able to go ahead and run away with these pistol rounds. Let's see what's going down here. Anger going to get that kill onto Kirby, so all of a sudden it's back to an even 2 versus 2. Anger keeping him in the game. Tries to go for the other frag, but Simon will take him down, so up to just Michael 3D at this point. Going to be trying to press Simon there on the ramp. It falls, and so In Faculty now up 2-0.
Yes, sir. Well, as we said, Curse kind of just going to take it and get through these first 3 rounds since they lost that first one. Obviously not going to do any weird buying or anything else. They're just going to sit here, probably drop this round as well and put them at the 0-3 disadvantage. But then they've got guns on what should be a very CT-sided map, so we'll see if they can go ahead and turn that around and take the momentum and have a good first half here.
Yeah, let's check it out here. This is going to be round number 3 of the half. Of course, In Faculty still has the Galeals and AKs and such. Curse still on the save, just some 250s. They've actually kept it pretty close on their eco rounds, which is promising. So we'll see if they can do anything here. Of course, Easy PK has already gone down, but Stan able to pick up a headshot there onto Simon. So 1 frag going to their side, but as soon as I said that, QK Mantis able to take out Michael 3D, also taking out Stan. So just up to Skadoodle and Anger here. Skadoodle with the 250 over in that B bomb site, working the back halls. His teammate Anger is going to be over in tunnels. Skadoodle receives lots of damage there. Anger trying to use the Deagle, a pistol you don't see very often in Go, trying to see if he can make something of it. Doesn't do any real damage, but is able to get away without getting touched either. Skadoodle able to take down a couple great frags from Skadoodle. Anger with the nice dig on the QK Mantis. They might be able to break the pattern here. Skadoodle picks up an AK. There's only 1 player left. That's going to be Disruptor. And Skadoodle gets him with the AK. Great play by Skadoodle, and Anger was a 2v4 situation. It looked really grim, but then Skadoodle picked up that AK. Anger's Deagle was on point. and they just made it happen.
Well, you just don't see it very often. We've talked about it a few times. The fact that the pistols in this game, just because of the way that their balance are, and the fact that many of them are very good, but then as soon as you kind of get the rifles in your hand, we don't see that broken pistol round pattern very often.
Yeah.
And here we see it from Curse as they go ahead and pick up that round. And now I'm going to put eyes on Skadoodle and see if he gets any early op frags, but no one's going too much his way. One of the members of N faculty is down there.
Yeah, this is going to be how Curse sets the tone. Can Skadoodle get some early op picks? Can he press the issue here? But no, QK Mantis takes him out. It's an eco round pretty much, except for Asmo with an AK. And Skadoodle going down early. That's going to stink for him. And it's going to hurt for Curse here, as we do see N faculty working a nice split on Catwalk and Underpass. We do have Easy Peak Anger playing that really good spot for CTs to play on the CT side. But he does actually get caught by Kirby, so we might see a trade of pistol wins. We don't see eco rounds won very often in Go, but we might see a second one here in just a moment, but it will be on N faculty side this time around. So you do see Stan, though, kind of bringing the round back for his team, taking out QK Mantis and Stan and Michael 3D both with rifles. Just Disruptor left, and Michael 3D will take him out, too. So good plays there for Michael 3D with the M4. He's able to kind of hold on to the round and not let it slip away. And we see them tie the game up now at 2-2.
Yes, sir. Well, as we said, now I believe they were able to pick up that op and put it back into Skadoodle's hands, so he will have it again there. Again, if they head that direction, we'll try to get eyes on him to see if he can do anything with it. But in any case, we've just got to watch this and see if Curse can go ahead and keep the momentum. It was a little scary. They had a lot of people die, so money can be a concern if they were to drop another one.
Yeah, and we'll see the same boost that we saw from Quanic earlier with Skadoodle here. He's going to boost up on the spot here with the Oppie spots. One underpass and gets the kill. Asmo goes down. He evens the round up back at 4-on-4. Let's see if Skadoodle can use that op kill for some momentum. See if he can keep it going here. Of course, N faculty is bought up. They're fully rifled out right now. No oppers left after Asmo has gone down. We see Michael 3D and Skadoodle trying to work these tunnels here. Skadoodle staring through the doorways here of the A bomb site. He's going to get smoked off. He's going to pop the smoke in his own and try to press into tunnels here with Michael 3D. Stan also over towards A. He's going to get a pick there on the QK Mantis. Skadoodle going to get boosted again, but I think he got spotted, so he's going to cancel that out and move back into the A bomb site. Meanwhile, Anger will pick up a frag onto Simon. Disruptor trying to get something done from the ramp, but Skadoodle will find him with the op, and so it's all up to Kirby for N faculty. Moving through the back halls into B. They know he's there with the bombs down for underpass. They're able to just back up and hold some good crossfire. Stan makes a trade and wins the round for his team. So Curse looking pretty good right now.
Yep, they got those. They broke that pistol round pattern, got the guns, and now they sort of rolled them through. They're just playing back, making N faculty play into them, which is exactly what you want to do on this map. Don't get too aggressive. That's where you can get in trouble on this map, is if you start to get aggressive thinking, oh, it's CT-sided, we can go ahead and do some things. No, just play back and play the sites. That's why it's so CT-sided. You can get some of those picks, especially we see Skadoodle doing that boost and getting a nice pick over the top there.
Yeah, so it is going to be yet another eco round here for N faculty, as we see Asmo trying to make his way up underpass. He's going to get caught there by Easy PK. And you're going to pick up one on the catwalk. Disruptor does a fair amount of damage to Easy PK, but is going to get pushed back here by Anger. Skadoodle with the pick. Anger does get that kill onto Disruptor. And now it's up to just QK Mantis with just a pistol. He does have 100 health, but he has 5 Curse members to tackle. He's slowly trying to work his way up, see if he can maybe spot out a gun, but Curse has it pretty well guarded off from that CT spawn connector here. See, Mantis will get the pick with the pistol, but Michael 3D will return fire, extend the lead for Curse. And basically we're seeing kind of a more traditional Dust 1, if there is one. Like, it's not played very often, but it is pretty CT-sided, and we're kind of seeing the fruits of that now.
Yes, sir. Well, N faculty buying up this round and having an op on the back of Asmo, so we'll see what he can do with that. On the T side, it's a little bit more difficult, but I'll go ahead. Let's see if I can jump to him and see where he's taking it. He is going to take it towards that underpass direction. That's the area I would generally go as a T side. Yes.
Maybe not. He's actually staring at the underpass. Usually they'll go straight to stairwell and try to pick the wall.
Right, right. Well, it's generally, I mean, this is really, I mean, you could go in tunnels and try to pick one out towards B, but I see most people that play an op on the T side come out this way.
This is the peak I'm more familiar with here. But of course, no one there at this point. Lots of smokes up as well. is really only the second buy round we've seen from Faculty. So let's see how things change as they're slowly working their way, using the bridge and underpass to kind of work towards those B back halls. Stan and company will kind of be in the area. Skadoodle's actually going to be playing at A this time. Stan watching the catwalk here from that CT archway. EasyPK playing the back halls with the M4. So here come the nades from Faculty. So it looks like they will be looking to hit something here pretty soon with all these smokes out. Not quite sure where they want to head, though, as lots of flashes are going off. Looks like they are going to go back halls here. QK Man takes out EasyPK. Stan is going to be on the rotate with the AK of his own, and he's going to actually be the last man left with Skadoodle. 2 versus 4. Make that 1 versus 4. It's all up to Skadoodle. Could he possibly win this round? No, Asmo will take him out there. Good job by Faculty to finally put a halt to the momentum of Curse with a good gun round victory there.
Yeah, Faculty there just threw a lot of smokes. That seemed to be the strat. Go to the right side of the map and throw a lot of smokes. But you know, all kidding aside, they did do a really good job providing themselves cover and being able to move up further into the CT side of the map. That's one of the big difficulties, is to be able to kind of break through that plane. But those smokes allowed them to get up. They didn't have to worry about Skadoodle, whoever happened to be up in the sort of crow's nest on the catwalk there. But now they've got a stack over here on this side of the map, so we'll see how that plays out in Curse's favor or disfavor.
Yeah, QK Man is going for the typical peaks here, able to take out Skadoodle, eliminating him as a factor very early. Main advantage here for Faculty as they're starting to work their way into these A halls. Michael 3D holding it down with the M4. Looks like most of the QK Manus is really more towards the catwalk and that B bridge area. No one really going for A at this point. Trying to see just what Faculty wants to do. They're being pretty slow about this, just kind of gearing up their nades and such. QK Manus finally is starting to work his way up underpass just a little bit. Simon going to work his way across the wooden bridge into back halls. Looks like we are going to see kind of a back halls push here from Faculty pretty soon, possibly also coming up the ramp. So maybe a split on B from the arch and the back halls, from the best that I can tell. Kirby will be working solo A tunnels here. However, Asmo will take out one, and Kirby is going to get the sneak frag on the stand here. Prompts an A push. Anger through the smoke, able to take out Disruptor, but still a huge advantage for Faculty at this point. They have 4 members left to just the 2 members of Curse, which is going to be EasyPK and Anger. And Asmo takes out EasyPK over by the back halls, leaving Anger all by his lonesome. 1 versus 4. He's just going to look to save this M4, which is going to allow Faculty to tie up the game at 4-all. And just as soon as I thought that Curse had a pretty great lead and some good momentum to really push it, Faculty has found a way to come back here. And Anger may not even be able to save this M4. He gets 1 pick, but falls to Kirby, so no save and a loss.
Yeah, Curse not... we saw it on the last time we saw this match. It was Quantic and ESC when they played it. Taz on ESC played the smokes to his advantage, so Quantic would throw these smokes and then Taz would step up into him, let people walk by him and play it that way. We are not seeing that from Curse. They're getting these smokes out, and Faculty is able to walk across the map because Curse is kind of backing off and saying, okay, we're going to make them walk through the smoke. Well, they're just walking by the smoke and going wherever they want, which is putting Curse in big danger as they get 2 dropped early.
Yeah, they're on an eco this round, so this is kind of be expected. It's going to allow Faculty to push the lead at 5-4 unless Curse gets some crazy eco frags. It's looking like that's probably not going to happen. Also, just let you guys know, Dynamic did beat Varigames in map number 2, so it will go on to map number 3. I'm not sure what that is, but you can catch that stream over at twitch.tv/ESEA on the green stream. And check out map number 3 of what seems to be a pretty intense matchup between those 2 rivals. As as kind of predicted, Faculty able to take this round, take the lead for the first time at a score of 5-4. So yeah, Curse needs to pick it up.
Yep, as we look across there, EasyPK not performing particularly well right now. You know, have to imagine they've been sitting around here at the hotel up until about a half hour before, or maybe an hour before their match, able to get some warm-up time in. But these guys needing to warm up a little bit. EasyPK maybe having a harder time than others. Disruptor also down there, only 1-7 on the Faculty side.
Yeah, so Curse needs to hopefully pick it up here in this gun round. They do have full setup here, not able to get but did not want to have to save again. Skadoodle is definitely a capable rifler as well, so. Curse, pretty similar setup. ECPK always playing up close on Cat. Stan always kind of by the arch. One player back hauls and the two towards A. Haven't really changed up their CT setup at all. There you get to see an overview of it. Simon getting the pick there onto Anchor, so first player has fallen for Curse. Now it is an even 4 versus 4 situation. Just waiting to see how In-Faculty wants to attack this. Smoking off the tunnels. Kirby looking for a pick here in the A door, but no one's home. Skadoodle holding the back halls here. Michael 3D holding the A tunnels, but there's a smoke up, so he can't really see what's going on. You see one finally coming out, challenging Stan over here at the CT arch. 3 players are going to be in that archway, and it looks like they are going to actually press Michael 3D. So it's going to be up to Mike to try to hold this off. Gets a nice headshot there on the 1. Gets a nice kill onto Kirby. Does some good damage to Disruptor, allowing Stan to clean him up. And so now it's just Asma with the op is left. 1 versus 2. Asma picks up a rifle, challenges Skadoodle, but Tyler able to take him down. And so it's now 5 all, tied back up. So pretty close match so far. Very back and forth. No one has a clear advantage.
Yeah. I do want to say Michael 3D has caught some flack for some of the levels his play at some of the LAN events as well. He has had a couple of really good rounds here on being able to hold off and sort of turn the momentum of around. And that's exactly what he did right there, able to pick up the 2 frags as they were trying to entering into that A bomb site. So good on him being able to do that. We'll see what happens here on this round as Skadoodle's watching over there to see if they try to peek up that catwalk. But I don't think he's going to see anything coming from that direction just quite yet.
Yeah, so good to see an on back in Skadoodle's hands. It's what he's more used to using. Of course, he's very capable with the rifle. You saw it last round, but he wants to pick that on back up and try to make an impact with it. Asmo continuing to carry the op for In-Faculty here as he's going to be working his way up this ramp, trying to see if he can spot anybody out. Looks like Skadoodle will get actually the opening headshot pick there on the QK Mantis, so that's good. Stan also being aggressive here on Catwalk with DCPK able to pick up Asmo. Stan peeking into the tunnels, taking out Kirby, so all of a sudden Curse is starting to really connect things here. And they're doing a great job. So far, none of them have even taken damage this round. They've taken out 3 In-Faculty members. ECPK takes out 1. This could be a true flawless victory with no one even taking damage. No one took damage that round from Curse. Not a single one. Full 100 health for everybody. I don't think I've ever seen that happen in a Kun round.
It certainly doesn't happen very often. You know, and you know, maybe they should get extra money for that. They don't, so it's not that much better for them. But it's still really impressive to not even drop.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
I mean, that's like you said, very, very unheard of. But with that, they take that 6-5 lead. And this is, you know, a lot more like we'd see on that sort of dust, as we said. It's a little more balanced than previous versions, but not that much. So hopefully Team Curse, if they want to have a good shot going in the second half, they can pick up a couple more rounds here as we get in these late rounds.
Yeah, Skadoodle getting the op pick there to open things up once again onto Asmo. Anger coming into the H1 with the AK. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Great job there by Todd Williams. Doing the work with the AK. Him and his team are certainly getting pumped up over there. Now they've been able to extend the lead to 7-5. They really need to win out, though, to be comfortable, in my opinion. This is still a very decided map. Their lead's not that comfortable yet, so they certainly want to go ahead and keep that going and win out. Right.
Well, that was right there. You know, I talked about playing the smokes to your advantage. If the other team's going to drop them there for you, go ahead and step up into them. It's so hard to see through those smokes on the in Go. It's near impossible. Even on the edges, it's really tough to see someone. So Anchor steps up. Oh my goodness! Sorry, I try to get to that.
Stan with the 4K. He's looking for the ace here at the PC-50. He's chasing it down, but no. Kirby shuts down the ace. Not today. Not today. You're gonna learn today, Holden. Don't get the maces. He's sad about it. He's sour about life over there. But back-to-back 4K rounds from Team Curse, 1 from Anger, and then 1 just right there from Stan.
Yep.
That would have been the first ace of the LAN besides the All-Star game.
What was there one in the All-Star? I didn't get to catch that.
Neo, I think, got one.
So good deal there. Yeah, I don't think I've seen an ace so far. Certainly not in the matches we've casted. But, yep, Mantis is bantering in chat. No ace for you, and Stan obviously put the sad face down, so...
Yeah, Stan wanted that ace.
Of course.
Pretty sour. Pretty bitter about it.
So,
not so bitter that he's not going to focus on this round, though.
No, but we're seeing this boost again up into the tunnels. Kirby boosting up on those boxes, so we'll see. I don't think they're going to get any aggression from Curse this round.
It's a pretty good boost if there is aggression, but Curse has never really pressed the issue in tunnels. And they've played the doorway a little bit aggressive, but they've never actually pressed into it. And they already do have the opening pick onto QK Mantis. So let's see what they can do with the rest of the round. Stan taking out another one. Easy PK with one as well. So Disruptor trying to challenge, but Anger going to take him down. And Easy PK finishes up. That was like all headshots for Curse. And Anger was the only person to take damage, just taking 55.
Yep.
So yeah, Curse hitting their stride right now.
They're starting to roll a little bit here. You know, like I said, maybe they're getting their warm-ups out of the way. Their sort of LAN jitters. You know, those are something that you do have to get over. Curse, though, having more international experience than, you know, maybe a team like Flaming, who is waiting down, or excuse me, Denial Esports, as they recently changed their name. But they've been to these international events, so you wouldn't think they'd have too many of those LAN jitters, but I think everyone have a big event coming up. You get a little nervous, so you got to shake that off early on.
That is true here. So both teams fully geared out, but no ops this time for Faculty. And QK Mantis will be with a Galil, so they're a little bit behind in the money. They're kind of forcing it, but this is the last round of the half, so no real choice. 9-5 is the score. Curse looking to try to get the double digits here and have a great lead for the next half. We do see Faculty trying to work a split here from Underpass and Catwalk. Kirby once again kind of lurking in those A tunnels as he has done pretty much the entire half, really. He's caught in a couple of ninja frags from that position, but lately he's gotten shut down and staying in anger in a good position to do so once again. Michael 3D this time will be holding the back halls. Skadoodle with the op, trying to see what he can do, but so far nothing coming his way. Kirby going to take out Anger. Stan onto Simon as no trade. Skadoodle gets a nice op frag from CT spawn. It's a 2 versus 3. Skadoodle needs to come in here and do some damage as they are going to be attacking A, but there's still one player to their left. But Michael 3D catches some good job there for Michael 3D. It's going to be the 2 former Call of Duty teammates here trying to do it up here in CSGO in this 2 versus 2 to try to get to 10 wins. But no, Kirby coming out to get him. Skadoodle unable to do anything. Kirby, huge play there for him. They win the last round of that half, which pushes the overall score to 9-6. So still a pretty close half, not as comfortable of a lead as Curse probably would have hoped for. But they still do have the lead, and as long as they can get the pistols and play a decent T side, they should be able to get this map. But you know, Faculty not too far behind, they certainly could contend for it as well.
Yeah, I don't think they can feel too bad about that half. They're already jumping right into the second half, so that's nice.
No time to think about it.
Yeah, but I don't think they can feel too bad. You know, we haven't seen Dust a lot, so we have it stuck in our heads, sort of the old version of Dust for sure, that it's super CT-sided. I think, you know, you give it 5 rounds, it's kind of okay. 6 is probably the sort of one more than you really would have liked to give up.
Yeah.
But with that said, it's still not a bad half, and they should be able to, as long as they have a strong CT side, come out victorious here. But that said, we don't know what Faculty is going to pull out. Most likely, having not practiced it, nothing too spectacular, but who knows? Yeah,
you know, Curse may have some pistol round strats cooked up from the last couple of seasons that Mike used to call for this team. So, you know, their T-side might be all right. So we'll have to see here. This pistol round certainly will set the tone for the half. It allows Faculty a chance to tie the game, or it allows Team Curse to double their lead, basically. We're waiting to see what happens. ECPK trying to poke a few shots into A. He's going to receive lots of damage. He's down to 55 at this point, and he's carrying the bomb, so he needs to be careful. He's working solo with the bomb. A tunnels at this point. He's got a couple people behind him now, but he's down to 30, and he gets taken down by Kirby there. They pick up the bomb. They're going to go ahead and try to press into A, looks like, but they're pressing straight into Kirby, who is just doing mass amounts of damage. He'll finally fall to Anger, but it's a 2 versus 4, and it's looking pretty grim for Curse. They're trying to make their way into A. Never mind, they backtrack back into the tunnels. They're trying to make their way back to Catwalk. We have Stan with the bomb and a Glock. Anger with the Glock as well. 3 players towards A for the CT side, but Simon has gone back halls. So he's going to be in a good defensive position here. Disruptor and QK Mantis also in the area. Up, Stan, great shot there on the side. He's going to be able to make it to the site now and plant. But Anger has to try to make his way up, and there's 3 CTs guarding him on this lower ramp, and Stan actually does get shut down from Disruptor. So Anger Could he 1v3? That would be incredible. One does chase him from tunnels. He's able to get it. He spots out the door. He's sneaking in through CTRs. He knows one's A and one's back halls. He grabs the bomb. Is going to be able to get the plant. Wait, no, he doesn't go for the plant. He only has 7 seconds. He has to plant now. 4 seconds. He will get the plant. But, of course, the Faculty is going to be on the retake here, and he's going to get shut down by Asmo right after the plant. I'm glad we caught that on camera. That was pretty cool. Haven't seen that brought out. I don't think you got to see that, but that was pretty cool. But, yeah, so it looks like the pistol rounds are likely going to go to Faculty, which is going to allow them to tie the game back up.
Yeah, right on. Well, you know, at least they got the bomb plant. That's, you know, you always want to take that away, especially on pistol rounds. If you're not going to win the pistol rounds as a terrorist, you want to at least get those bomb plants so that maybe you could go for the 3rd round buy if you get the money under your belt. So we'll see if Curse opts to do that if they were to get another plant here. I'm not sure that they will if they only get the one, but we will see.
Well, Kirby once again just being dominant here. Asmo also chiming in. 3D is going to get 1 frag for his team, but other than that, they have gotten shut down, and PK Manso finished the job there with the pair of his own. Looking at the scoreboard, we see Asmo with 4 frags, Kirby with 3. And you can see the rest there, and so far Curse is kind of just
and with that, I'm not going to... Oh, they did buy up all AKs. Okay.
Yep.
I was not really expecting... I thought maybe they'd go to save up and try to get an op into Skadoodle's hand. But instead they decide to go for the 5 rifle setup instead of saving for 1 more. So we'll see how that impacts it. I'm trying to see if I can get over here. And Faculty, I don't think... Oh, they did upgrade a couple of them because they died. No, they didn't die. They just upgraded. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they just upgraded an auto sniper on Asmo. They kept the Moss and MP9, I think that is PK Menace. And Anger doing some damage with the AK right now. Almost 2 infection members already down. Anger continuing to do some damage here. Stan will pick up the frag though on Simon and continue to press up into the archway. 1 CT in the A tunnels. Asmo holding the auto sniper in the A bomb site. Bomb will get planted at B. Asmo gets caught there by Stan. 1 CT left. Stan picking up the auto sniper, possibly for Skadoodle or something like that next round. As Kirby looks like he just wants to save this AK. But this is going to allow Curse to prevent the tie and extend the lead back just a little bit at 10-8. So great job there.
Yes, sir. Well, ooh, let's see if he's going to be able to save this. Skadoodle going to push into him. Just kind of dancing around trying to spot him out. He's going to push towards him, and he gets dropped. So they lose that little bit of money there, but I think it's all right. Yeah, Kirby's going to be able to save up this AK. But with that win, that puts Curse into a pretty good spot and Faculty into a not-so-good one because they did upgrade. Asmo did buy that auto sniper last round, so I think they're going to have to go ahead and save this one just because Asmo has no money. And yes, we're only seeing pistol buys, I believe, or maybe just nades out of Faculty.
Yeah. Like you said, just pretty much a full save here for Faculty. It's going to give Curse a chance to really push the lead. Kirby botches a flashbang there, but no harm, no foul really coming out of that. We do see the auto sniper on Skadoodle. All rifles for the rest of Curse. ECBK popping some flashes over into the archway here, forcing Faculty back a little bit into their CT archway. Stan able to get a nice headshot there onto QK Manus. This round going by pretty slow here. No aggression really from the CT side, but Angry is actually going to catch one here in the archway. Doing some damage, not able to catch the frag though. QK does pick up one. And Faculty is at disadvantage. And Asmo has actually has an AK, I guess, to save from last round, the one he was able to hold. He's trying to do some damage with it, but it's down to the 33 health, and ECPK will take him out inside the A bomb site. So they will make their way in there to plant. We have Simon with the Deagle and Disruptor. Not sure what pistol he has, but that's going to be the only 2 left. Skadoodle is going to be peeking out the doorway. Spots one. Unable to get the frag, though. A couple of terrorists are going to go ahead and press out and start chasing down these CTs. Easy PK running down the catwalk here. PK Manus and Disruptor trying to stay alive, but Anger going in with the rifle would pick up one. Stan going to be chasing Disruptor and take him down. And so the lead for Curse is now at 11-8. So doing a great job there.
Right. Well, and Packley going to be able to buy this round. Going to be a little light probably for Asmo as he only had 3,300. So just kind of looking here. Obviously, they're able to buy the M4s, but he does not have... Asmo does not have any armor. So that's something to note. I didn't think he'd have enough, but so confirmed does not have any armor. We'll see how that plays into it as Anger picks up the entry early frag here at the guy in tunnels.
Yeah, so let's check this out here. Stan gonna get that headshot onto UK Mantis, open things up. So Curse already has the advantage. They got a couple of picks on in faculty already as they're smoking off A and working their way into the B arch actually. You see EasyPK making some headway into the B bomb side. There's one CT in back. It's gonna be Disruptor. He's able to take out Stan, but it has very low health, and that nade should take him down, and it does. Skadoodle getting on a snipe frag there onto Asmo. So Simon, last man standing here. 1 versus 4 with the M4 inside the A bomb site. And he's just going to try to save this most likely, but I'm sure Curse will give chase.
Well, they know where he's at, I believe. I'm surprised they're not pinching him a little bit harder, but probably not wanting to drop things like that auto sniper in Skadoodle's hand.
Yeah, but Anger will take him down, extend the lead now 12-8. They're doing a great job. And a pretty comfortable lead now. If they can just keep the momentum on their side, they should be good to go.
And then Faculty going to be in another save here, so, you know, assuming things go as we expect, and Faculty going to move it up to a 13-8 lead after this. Did I say that reverse? Curse is going to move it up to a 13-8 lead. Excuse me if I reversed that. But right now, N Faculty just not able to put the brakes on anything that Curse seems to be doing. They're kind of putting it out there fairly well, throwing their smokes and stuff, much like N Faculty was to win the rounds that they did.
Yeah, so this eco going to be tough for N Faculty. They've already received a decent amount of damage on those spams. Stan is going to go ahead and take down QK Mantis. Stan taking out Simon as well. They're going to go ahead and block off that A door and take the bomb over towards B. Stan and Anger picking up a couple of more frags. It's Disruptor by himself with the 250 in the back halls. And so Curse looking like they're just going to push it to a 13-8 here. And there they do. Let's take a look at the scoreboard just to see how everybody's doing. As you can see for the T side, Anger and Stan have just been straight dominating here with their rifles. Skadoodle being a little bit quiet, but not really needed at this point as much as Anger and Stan are doing.
Right. Well, I mean, Skadoodle hasn't had an op in his hand. He's been playing with that auto sniper, and I don't know how often he's used it. We see it, like we said, we mentioned it earlier. Again, that auto sniper a lot more popular in Go than it has been in previous games. But that doesn't mean that Skadoodle's used to playing with it just because he's good with an op. Auto sniper is a completely different beast, and maybe just not working as well for him. But he hasn't really died with it either, so he's just kind of playing his support role as needed.
Yep, so we are seeing in Faculty with the bye this round. They have evened it up to a 4 versus 4. If we see Curse making their way into Ace, Skadoodle with the auto snipers, trying to get Asmo. He will be able to get him. He's going to come in here with a teammate, but loses him, so he's alone. 1 versus 3 with the auto snipe. Going to get blinded pretty heavily and then get pushed here by Simon. He will fall, so in Faculty able to get that round and stop the lead from going any further for now.
Yes, sir. Well, and Faculty did a really good job sort of holding off that push that Curse was trying to do, get into that A bomb site, unable to get in there and get the bomb down. So with that said, Curse having plenty of money, I believe, because of all the rounds they have won.
Yeah. Curse has plenty of money to bank on.
Right, so we will have them have full guns for at least this round and next if they were to lose.
Skadoodle was using like an auto sniper they had picked up from the other team for like 3 rounds. So he banked up quite a bit of money. He's able to afford an op this round. Of course, Anger has fallen early, one of the top fraggers this half for Curse, and one of their better fraggers in general. So that sucks to see him fall early if you're Curse. But Skadoodle is still alive with an op, so we'll see if maybe he can make some plays here. Stan trying to make a play on the catwalk, spotting out QK Mantis there in those CT back halls. Looks like he's just going to pop a smoke, maybe head over to A tunnels here in just a moment. Asmo, auto sniper fixed on the A tunnels. They know he's there, so I can only imagine they're going to try to maybe boost and see if they can pick him off. And Skadoodle will get that pick onto Asmo.
now they'll
ECPK
execute real quick here.
Yeah, here comes the execution. ECPK going to storm in, going to spot out one, takes him down with the AK. He's going to go ahead and smoke off this A door. Counter flash put him from the CTs though. Stan able to hold him back though. Simon comes in, gets the pick onto ECPK. Stan able to shut that down as well. Michael 3D will make the plant. Up to Disruptor, 1 versus 3. Trying to see if he can make his way in. He's going to peek from A tunnels right into Skadoodle's op. So Team Curse now at 14-9, doing a pretty good job. Just a couple of rounds away from having a 1-map advantage going into map number 2.
And we'll see. End faculty here is going to save, which means they're going to be most likely going for the tie, I think, unless they're still discussing it. Yep, nope, still going for the save. So assuming they drop this round and nothing spectacular happens, they will be going for the tie on this map. So we'll see how this one plays out. Again, Skadoodle having that op and got 2 frags. So that's what I was saying, playing with that auto sniper, maybe not what he was most comfortable in his hands. Gets the op in, gets 2 frags last round.
Indeed, indeed. Let's check out Curse as they're storming their way through the underpass and such. Here's Michael 3D and Stan getting a couple of picks. In fact, just a couple members left. He managed down to 5 health. Simon with the full 100, but just a pistol, as this obviously is an eco, as we discussed. And it will actually get a couple of frags, but does fall to Stan. So it's up to Simon here, 1 versus 3, though Stan only has 1 health and will fall very quickly. Skadoodle now going to come in there with the op and put him to rest, though. And so it's game point situation for Curse. And they could put this one away right here. And we can move on to DDoS 2 for our second map in just a moment, depending on how this plays out.
Yes, sir. Well, looking at the second half score right now, we see Curse having a 6-3 score. So apparently that strategy you talked to them on the way over here from the airport about, you know, maybe we're just not going to veto it. We're going to leave dust in there, make the other teams veto it, maybe waste a veto on it. Or we'll just play it because we expect, hey, they haven't practiced it either. We'll take our chances.
Yeah, not a bad idea, I guess. Of course, you know, I don't know if we'll see Dust 1 in the rotation next season or not. It's kind of up to the powers that may be, I guess you could say. As we could be seeing the last round here, faculty only with rifles at this point. Curse fully geared out for the most part here, except Inker is at very low health, but staying able to pick up an early frag onto QK Manus from the underpass, so that'll open things up here for Team Curse. Stan continuing to come up here through underpass, spots out 1, but Anger and Skadoodle getting some picks over there towards A. Simon and Asmo, the only 2 players left. ECPK bringing this bomb into back hall. He's going to run straight into Simon. However, with that pick from Michael 3D, he's going to be able to make his way over to A with the bomb. We're going to see Simon try to make a play here. 1 versus 3. Got 1. Got 2. It's now a 1 versus 2 for Simon. It's winnable. See what he can do. Bomb is planted by ECPK in that A bomb site. Simon picks up an AK and he's gearing up to try to win this. He needs to win this, otherwise it will be map 1 for Team Curse. He's coming through the door with the AK in hand, 1 in sight, 1 towards the tunnel's entrance. He's kind of thunderfooting it in here, so the terrorists are aware of where he is. He takes a lot of damage. However, ECPK doesn't have enough health, but Michael 3D will win it, and that'll be all she wrote for DDoS 1. We'll move on to map 2, which will be DDoS 2 in just a moment here, but Curse up 1 map, which is the first time we've had a North American team go up 1 map in the first map of a best-of-3 set. So, hopeful news for North America. Of course, we have a close match going on between Dynamic and Varied Games, if I'm not mistaken, so Dynamic still has a chance to make it through the upper bracket as well. We'll keep you posted on that. Other than that, it was a good first map for Curse, obviously. They won, so finally some optimism for North American fans out there that are wanting to see our teams do well.
Yes, sir.
Make sure, once again, you do check out our Facebook and Twitter. Just search ESEA Net on Facebook and Twitter. We'll be doing contests all weekend long, giving you away some free stuff.
Alrighty. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and look at some brackets here and check out what the scores of these matches have been so far. As we look at it right now, we can see Ninjas and Pajamas already moving on to that upper round 2. Looking at the scores of their matches, they dominated 16-5, 16-4 in their 2 matches, so just kind of taking out Denial Esports as expected. And then we look at ESC. They also moved on. The 3 map that we did see, ESC taking the first and the third map, 16-7 on the third, 16-3 on the first one. Quantic picking up that dust map in between, 16-7. And then right now we've got going on live, we've got Dynamic versus VG, and in a swap of scores, we have VG taking out Dynamic in the first map 16-7, and Dynamic winning on the second map 16-7. They're on the third map right now, and you can see here that is a live updating score. So Dynamic is up 6-5 right now. So that one very close in the third map. They are playing on Mirage. So with that said, now we're waiting on the second map. It will be Dust 2, Curse versus N Faculty on Dust 2. Just waiting on that one to come through. And I believe this Dynamic match that we're waiting on and the one we are sitting in right now is the last match for tonight.
That is true.
So again, follow up this channel, follow up the regular ESEA channel, just /ESEA. We'll keep you posted on whenever we're going live, which tomorrow will be all day from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. We're just going all day long with both CSGO, and then later in the evening on Saturday we'll have some 1.6. TF2 will be out there on the Orange stream, so stay up on all of that.
Yep. And make sure if you are tweeting to make sure you use that hashtag ESEA LAN. We'd appreciate it as we're trying to spread the word about this great event we have going on this weekend here in Dallas, Texas, between the top teams in the world and CSGO. And also you can check out our personal Twitters right below us here on the screen. That'd be great. I'll be tweeting out all weekend long what's going on, tweeting pictures, all kinds of cool stuff. So if you want that in-depth LAN, coverage, you can definitely follow my Twitter. I'll be posting out all day long. If you like Facebook, you can follow me there as well. It's just Dustman on Facebook. But other than that, yeah, just check out the ESEA Net stuff because we'll be giving out prizes all weekend long. So a great way for you to get some free stuff and catch some really great matches. I think we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, it'll be D-Dust 2, the possible last map of the set between Curse and Faculty, and hopefully a North American team will finally advance in the upper bracket. So stay tuned.
And she forced the mirror to the floor.
Hey, welcome back to another Top Plays. Here's Week 3's invite matches played for the top Euro teams, with matches played on Mill B2. Kicking it off for number 10, Trace rocks the dualies on the pistol round here for Fnatic. Not a good match for them though, as N Faculty would advance to win the match 16-6. At number 9, big AK round here, connecting some nice shots through the boxes, and would wind up acing Mao's, Fnatic winning this one 16-9. Osmo's got the AK down as well, as you can see here by 4 big headshots, all coming from middle. He'd wind up getting 18 RWS, holding down 23 frags. For number 7, SMN able to pick up a really big round here for the retake on B. Again, one of the reasons why N Faculty was so dominant in their 16-6 win over Fnatic. Forrest at number 6 is single-handedly responsible for stopping the rush from a Nexus. NIP looking incredibly strong right now in the league with an undefeated record of 6-0. At number 5, another big retake round. Screamy onto Curse here, he'd wind up with all of the best awards and 19 RWS. It's pretty high up there. Very Games are also currently undefeated at 6-0. Taz from ESC taking on 4 guys from N Faculty. He was actually only one of 2 players that match to get a 4K or higher, and he'd also put up a solid 21 frags for his team, helping them to win 16-9. For number 3, finally an off-flip, Fiflaurin showing us what's up. No surprises here when you find out that doesn't miss a shot. At number 2, decimating Curse, raining down bullet after bullet into middle. He'd finished the CT half with 15 frags. And the number 1 play of the week here. First frag follows up a perfect flash, then a solo B retake flying up the ladder into the site, wiping out N Faculty, who would lose the match 16-9. Thanks for watching. My name is Cake Builder. Check out more top plays at ESEAnews.com. Hey, we've got another behind the plays for you here. This one being slightly different to the other ones. Part of what I want to look at today is how a Nexus messed up against Fiflaurin, of course, while still highlighting what Fiflaurin did so well. So let's go ahead and take a look at his recent op round on Mill B2 if you haven't already seen it. At a quick glimpse, it looks like Fiflaurin's just on point with all of his shots, which he is, but there's more.
All right. Well, that content you're watching there is all of the type of stuff you can get on ESEA News. So if you want to check that out, go ahead and follow up ESEA News. We got all those videos up there, all the behind the plays and behind the scenes and top 10s and this and that. All the type of content you want to be able to see, it's out there on ESEA News.
That is very true.
So we just saw Curse win that first map, Dust
Yes,
won.
we did.
We saw him pick that up 16 to not double digits. That's all I'm aware
We'll
of.
go with that.
With that said, now we're sitting here on Dust 2, one of those maps that,
I think
you know,
it was 69, by the way, if I'm not mistaken.
so it was close to double. I'm really glad it was not double digits because otherwise that
All
would have
good.
seemed a little silly. But that said,
Yeah.
yes,
See?
16-9, perfect. So we move on to Dust 2, one of those maps that every team that plays Counter-Strike has played about a million
1,000
too many times.
bajillion times.
Yeah, right. So a lot of times that means that this map comes down to just who.
Are we back? Sick.
Thank you. All right. So oftentimes that ends up being whoever lands their shots better are the ones who come out victorious, but we'll see what happens here if N Faculty or Curse come out with some great strats and put something together. But we are going, LO3 has been completed, and we are here ready for the start of this match.
Yeah, if Curse wins this map, they will be the first North American team to move on throughout the upper bracket so far this LAN, as both Denial and Quantic have fallen to the lower bracket. Of course, Dynamic and Very Games are at number 3 right now, and it's very close. So Dynamic does have a chance to be one of the North American teams to advance. But so far, Curse is probably in the best position here. I do see EasyPK being very aggressive at long here on this pistol round, as Curse does get CT side first on this map. Looks like we are going to see a mid to B split. Anger spots it out. And just going to hold the angle here and try to wait for somebody to press into him. Now he's going to push out. Spots out one. Is able to take him down. Gets two.
Wow.
Good job there by Todd. Stan able to get one as well, but QK Manus gets a pair of his own. And Faculty now is in an even 2-on-2 situation. They are going to get the bomb planted over here in just a moment by the window. It's going to be Kirby and QK Mantis against Skadoodle and EasyPK. Skadoodle going to be attacking from the doors, gets caught by Kirby. It'll be EasyPK now coming from tunnels, and they're actually going to run A. This is a great play by them. EasyPK is like, what in the world just happened? He now realizes what has occurred. He sees the smoke CT spawn, and that's, I don't know, okay.
Well, yeah.
Whatever. We'll
He
go
was
with it.
concerned they were sitting
Yeah,
in CT
that's
spawn
true.
waiting for him.
So he's going to try to make a play here for CT spawn and gets taken down by QK Mantis. So that was kind of a back and forth pistol round, and Faculty made a great play. They realized that EasyPK was tunnels. They said, well, whatever, we'll just go away with the bomb then, and it worked out for him.
I thought they had a good chance, you know, even though Todd did get drops as they were trying to come in those double doors. You know, he took out 2, so I thought that put Curse on the bit of an advantage. I thought they still had 1 player in the B bomb site able to do something, but no. And Faculty able to take the advantage and then run off to the A bomb site once they knew that EasyPK was coming in from the tunnels.
Indeed, we are going to check out in Faculty here, pressing into the B bomb site. Stan takes out 1, but it's all been in Faculty ever since then. Gets some great kills here. Skadoodle going to get 250 kill from CT spawn, but does fall there in the end. So in Faculty keeps the pistol round pattern going. Makes the score 2-0.
Yep, and we'll just keep seeing this pistol. OSC Curse not obviously going to buy here, so a 3rd pistol for them as N Faculty. They just upgrade? Yes, I think many of them did upgrade. So not that it's going to be an issue because Curse not buying themselves. Obviously, most likely N Faculty will be able to win. But
I don't know.
you know, maybe they were concerned that they would see a buy from Curse, but really wouldn't have the money to do so. So interesting, but not going to hurt them, I don't think, as long as no one dies with a big gun.
Yeah, but there's been lots of aggression from Curse, and they've all been caught. Stan has pressed up to lower tunnels, and Anger's just kind of sitting at double doors. Oh, huge flank here from Kirby and B tunnels. Takes out Stan. Anger trying to fight him back. Does a lot of damage, but unable to get the frag. And so in Faculty gets the first 3 rounds very easy, so it spells a little bit of trouble for Curse. But it is, of course, the pistol round pattern. It'll be an even buy here, so this gives Curse a chance to fight back.
Right, and I think it's important to note that this map oftentimes ends to play a little bit T-sided, and maybe that's just because teams have played it so much, and then you have those AKs, which are considerably stronger than the M4s, in my opinion. And so with that said, N Faculty taking those pistol rounds, so we'll see if they continue to keep the lead this whole half or not. I'm trying to see Stan's just really late getting into B, but luckily they weren't doing a rush into there.
Interesting boost here from Kirby to see over the smoke. Of course, no one's going to be there, but it is interesting to see. Skadoodle will get an op pick there onto Disruptor. Looks like there's going to be another B press, going to be up to Stan to try to make the defense here, and gets caught by Kirby immediately, so a B take once again from N Faculty. They have been smoking on CT spawn and splitting B very well, and it seems like Curse's defense for it has not been very well prepared. We do see them once again trying to go for the retake here. So Michael 3D going to go pop some nades of this window. Skadoodle does get 1 op pick. Michael 3D pops in through the window trying to get some kills. He does get 1 onto Simon, but Skadoodle now left alone in a 1 versus 2, and QK Mantis able to pull the double op frag and get those kills, pushing the score now 4-0 in favor of N Faculty.
I think Michael is a little hurried there trying to get into that B bomb site. I'm not sure why he kind of pushed through that window so willy-nilly, sort of without his teammates to really help him all that much. Pushes in and just kind of runs around. I mean, he got the 1 frag, I believe, but unable to do much more than that. So interesting to see him just kind of jump in there by himself. And they end up losing that round to hear a quick push from them into the B bomb site.
And Anger's actually here to help out Stan. They're able to get an equal trade in the beginning, but Asmo quickly pulls it back to N Faculty's side. They're with the kill onto Skadoodle. Gonna go ahead and get that bomb planted inside the B bomb site. EasyPK on a flank, but he kind of thunderfoots it a little bit too much, but still gets the kill on QK Mantis.
Pick up that op,
and he's gonna get an op as well. Now Cody's not known for his opping ability, but it might come in handy here. But the smoke's gonna be in his way. He's trying to span through the smoke. Michael 3D is going to get caught there. EasyPK is going to save that op. Yeah, for sure. Going to get at the Skadoodle next round, and they will be able to buy, but they are down 5-0. Now, Dust 2 is kind of T-sided. You know, I would say it's like one of the few maps you'll see teams pick T-side first on purpose.
Right. And, you know,
but still, you don't want to be down 5-0.
No, and that's what I was talking about. You know, it's just that sort of slightly T-sided, and that could be either because, you know, it's just that slightly that way. I tend to feel it's slightly T-sided just because every team has played it so much that it comes down to who makes the better shots. In the AK,
right.
I think that, you know, headshots being a little bit easier there, and those instant kills with the headshots from the AKs, I think that tends to be why it's a little bit more T-sided, but it is probably one of the most balanced maps. Maybe that's why it's played so often.
I think that the main reason why I call it T-sided is because T's can transition from lower B to catwalk very easily. As we're seeing Curse just light up in faculty very quickly in this round. Disruptor with the bomb trying to come down lower. But yeah, as I was saying, I mean, Terrors can switch between catwalk and lower B tunnels very quickly. They can split B and mid very quickly from catwalk. So you never really know where they're going to go. Whereas the rotations for CTs can be quite long between A and B. So that's why I say it's kind of two-sided. But we will see Disruptor trying to make his way out into middle. He will take down the Opera and Skadoodle. Also going to spawn out Michael 3D over here outside of B and takes a lot of damage. Down to 12 health. He'll fall back. QK Manus with the op, still 100 health over towards long A, and Disruptor will go ahead to meet up with him. Let's see if EZPK and company can hold this off. There is one actually hiding inside the site. He will peek, he gets spotted. They're gonna go ahead and toss a molly and a nade into the site. And ECPK able to come out of that with a frag, actually. So good job there for him. Just one player. It's going to be QK Mantis with the Glock out. Takes out ECPK. So now 1 versus 2. Looks like he is going to get the bomb plant. Michael 3D trying to push him here with the rifle. QK Mantis drops down the A ramp and gets taken out by Stan with a nice M4 headshot. Bomb will get defused, and Curse will finally collect their first victory of the half, making it score 5-1. Certainly a good time to get themselves a win. They were starting to fall quite behind.
Yeah, and now they've sort of hopefully been able to turn the tides if they want to try to gain the momentum back into their corner. But again, N Faculty with those wins under the belt are going to be able to buy, so it's not like they put N Faculty into a save situation. So, you know, it's going to take another win or two for them to be able to really maybe turn the momentum and catch back up to N Faculty with ease, so to speak. So, and Faculty, again, just kind of playing a split here as EZBK pushes up on him at long and gets that first frag.
Yeah, so EZBK does get that first frag, as you said, onto Asmo. He will get a second frag onto QK Mantis, so great pair there from EZBK. Disruptor does finally put him down inside the pit, and they will start to kind of press into long A. Skadoodle and Michael 3D are still going to be in that area, though. Skadoodle with the op actually will be looking at long. He gets flashed, though, but still catches the flick onto Disruptor. Great shot there from him. So it's just Kirby and Simon left. Let's see what they are going to be able to do with just 2 members to the remaining 4 of Curse. Curse has 2A and 2B, so pretty much a perfect setup. And they are going to push Cats. Who does miss the first op shot, but gets the flick shot onto Simon at long. Mid-air kill there for Michael 3D and CT Spawn. And so now the score is now 5-2. So Curse looking to try to close the gap and tie this game up here pretty soon, and they're doing a good job so far.
Right, and I think, yeah, I assumed with the money that I saw from Simon there that they were going to buy this round as well, and Faculty. So again, still not easy for Curse to sort of get a free round in. That would be next round if it was to happen. So we'll see if Curse can pick this one up and then possibly get the free round and make it a much closer game. As Skadoodle gets that quick op shot at long and gets them the early advantage.
That is true. Very good pick. ETPK going to get aggressive and long, going to get himself a kill as well. Simon going to put him down, though, so he's finally bringing it kind of back to his Faculty side, but it is Curse who is still very ahead in this round. Skadoodle missing the shot there onto player at long, but Michael 3D will collect one. Kirby with the trade. Skadoodle is now going to have to backtrack with the op. Misses a second shot there. Forced to fall back once again towards long. Bomb actually going to be going with Simon to lower B. So it's going to be a B hit, but Kirby's still at A, kind of holding Curse's rotation. They have no idea. Simon's going to ninja his way into B and get a free
This is
plant.
really smart because now they'll get the money
Yep.
for the plant. Now I don't think they still probably won't be able to buy, but at least it secures them plenty of money for the round after
now,
that.
I don't know why Simon moved out window like this. It's going to be tough now to win this, but he does get the pick onto Stan, and all of a sudden the CT's got to be a little bit more careful about how they attack him. They still have to defuse. Anger is going to get the kill, though, and they should be able to run there with their knives. As long as somebody's got a kit, it'll be an easy defuse. And a 5-3 score for Curse. Yeah, defuse coming in from Anger. And so 5-3 will be the score. Curse, like I said, starting to close the gap, starting to do good now that they have guns. So, yeah, they can just keep it up. Might be able to close it.
Right, yeah, so you see that extra money that they got because of that, but still not enough to be able to buy. They're just going to buy up some nades, and that's about it. No armor, although it looks like Simon might have bought up some armor as he had over 5,000, now down to 4. But we look at Anger and Skadoodle, the 2 players we mentioned for that team, playing quite well right now on this first half of Dust 2. As they are just doing a quick eco push.
Quick eco into B, and Anger and Stan just doing the business. Stan going to get 4 kills out of that, Anger with 1. And so it's now 5-4. Curse doing really, really well now.
Yes, sir. Well, now N Faculty able to put those guns back on their backs, and we'll see. But we should mention it doesn't really seem to matter. Curse kind of took that momentum. They started winning those gun rounds all of a sudden, and now they're in the driver's seat unless someone on N Faculty can get a couple early frags. I think that might be what it takes to get them around here or there, get some entry frags and give them a chance early on.
Indeed. So we are waiting to see how N Faculty plays this, as they are bought up this time. 4 rifles and an op, same with Curse on the other side. We got 2 B, Anger and Stan been playing B together most of the half. Michael 3D and Skadoodle at A. ZPK been playing long pit almost every round or getting aggressive in that long A hallway. So that's been kind of the trends we've been seeing from Curse so far. We do see N Faculty really looking to gear up towards a huge cat push. They haven't really dedicated huge numbers to cat most of the half. It looks like we're finally going to see that they've been more of a B hit / long A take kind of team so far, and they're finally going to test the waters with a strong cat presence. It's good. That Skadoodle is going to be here watching the cat cross with the op. Spots one, unable to get the frags though. Going to have to turn around and watch him at long. He's just getting flashed. He's just having all kinds of a bad time. Michael 3D gets a pair of headshots with the M4, but Kirby comes right back with the 2 of his own. And so Anger and Stan going to have to retake from B. Anger is already on cat. Stan will be coming CT spawn. Lots of smokes in the way. Do see Anger spamming through the smoke, trying to see if he can catch a frag, but unable to spot anybody out. Stan's going to be able to get Kirby, though. So now it's an even 2 versus 2 winnable here. Stan in a 1 versus 2. Spots 1 on A, sees an op, pops a flash, and decides to just save this op for Skadoodle for next round. Not a bad idea. There was just not enough time left for him to try to get 2 frags and defuse. So good job there by him.
And with that, N Faculty kills Curse momentum that they had gathered up and were riding along. So we'll see what Curse does here. They're going to have plenty of money, obviously, with the wins they have under the belt. So they'll be able to buy up. Skadoodle will have that op. He is actually not even going to – he has tons and tons of money he's been able to save up. And with the op, someone just picked up for him, not having to buy. He didn't even have to buy anyone else a gun because of the money they have. So he is stockpiled, so they are good for a couple rounds. We'll see how that impacts it as we get a couple more in. Skadoodle's still playing back at that goose area, watching cat right now.
And just to let you guys know, I believe that it is official that Varigames was able to send Dynamic down to the lower bracket. So Curse really is now the last hope for North America to progress in the upper bracket here. If they can just beat N Faculty here, or they will have a second chance on map number 3 since they did take that first map. But still lots of Counter-Strike left to be played, as this actually is going to be the last match possibly of the night before we close down the stream and bring it back up tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Central Time or 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Oh, wow! What a great by Skadoodle, even though he does get taken down by Disruptor immediately afterwards, but that was still a pretty sick shot. And EZPK has been able to recover and come back from long A and get a couple of frags and slow down this press from N Faculty. Asmo going to be coming long. Michael 3D over there towards pit. He's going to have some help here in just a moment from his teammate. Anger, and we'll take out Michael 3, but Easy PK and Anger able to clean house. And yeah, that was a great shot by Skadoodle. He was unable to recover and get the second frag, but still a nice first one.
Oh, he botches his flash just a little bit there, not dropping it down where he wanted to around the corner. So a little bit of flash on him, and he just does that quick flick shot over, gets a headshot. Pretty insane. That's what we talked about with his opping. It is just fun to watch at times. So we will see what Faculty does here. It looks like they are on an eco. Yes, they are on an eco, so they're going to push out towards the long A side. And wow, Simon gets that frag as Easy PK was trying to get into pit.
Yeah, Michael 3D and company have now gathered up with rifles trying to hold off long. Skadoodle gets a pair of op frags, gets a third op frag there, looking for a fourth one here in just a second. Not going to get it, but Anger will take care of it. So it's now a tie game, 6-all here. And like I said, what is going to be the last chance for the North Americans to progress in the upper brackets, as Dynamic has fallen, as well as Denial and Quantic. So this is really it here. And Curse doing a pretty good job so far. So hopefully they can just keep it up, keep pressing hard, and do it for us.
Yep. Looking at the scoreboard here, we can kind of see those performers again. Angry Skadoodle, but pretty even across the Curse side. No one really standing out. Michael 3D down at the bottom. And Faculty, though, no one really outperforming. Just Kirby with a bunch of frags, but not that many points.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty equal so far, and the scoreboard kind of reflects that at this point. So we're just waiting for one team to try to go ahead and just pull a little bit ahead. And it looks like in Faculty so far, Michael 3D stuck in a 1 versus 2 situation. This is going to be tough for him, but he does have the bomb down in front of him here in this long hallway, and both terrorists are going to be pressing that. He's going to pop a smoke and press up close. We'll see how that works. He's going to be sitting inside these smokes. This could go either way, really, because he can't really see them. They might not be able to see him either. So I really have no idea how this is going to pan out. He's going to move up close. Here comes a flash. Holds down mouse one. Gets the first one, but Kirby collects him in the end. Nice try by Michael 3D to clutch there in the 1 versus 2, but Kirby is able to finish him. So in Faculty does take the lead back now at 7-6.
Yep, Michael, I think he was trying to play that those smokes a little bit there, and then as soon as the fact that Faculty just kind of let him go away, I think that's where Michael got kind of into a bad position. Just they put the smokes down. He was like, okay, I'll sit there and wait, and maybe they'll run by me, or maybe they'll run into me. But then once they went away, he was kind of in a bad spot sitting in those doors, not particularly positioned well to guard that bomb.
Yeah, it's going to be an eco round for Curse because of that loss here, and Kirby and Disruptor are just doing it here. This is just Michael 3D and Anger left at this point, and of course it's not very likely they'll be able to win with just a couple of pistols left. Kirby takes out Anger, QK Menace takes out Michael 3D, and then Faculty extends the lead. Now we're going to the last round of the half score, 8-6. If Team Curse could win this one right here and make it 8-7, it would still really be anybody's game in the second half. But those pistol rounds next half are going to be very important.
Yes, sir. Well, let's see. No one. Again, 5 rifles set up this time by Faculty. I don't believe that was an issue of money. It's just that happened to be what they had or whatnot. So playing the 5 rifles, Mantis, who had been opping, not having that on his back this time around, as they split up again. A look big B focus though, just the one guy at long A trying to throw a fake, but there's 2 Curse members over there to try to put a stop to it.
Indeed, as we do see Stan with the M4 here doing some work, taking out 1 on this B take, but Kirby is quick to fight right back. Anger trying to slow down the rush with a few flashes of his own, but the bomb will get planted in B. It's an even 4-on-4, but Anger's got to wait for his teammates here so they can try to retake together. Anger is just going to slip in there. No one noticed him come in.
Oh.
This is huge, but he gets caught, unable to get the frags. Michael 3D able to get one. Michael 3D with 2. Could he clutch 1 versus 2 here? He's already got a couple. Looking for just 2 more to bring it back for his team as he runs into the site, spots out 1, but runs out of ammo. Disruptor gets it. The shaker goes off, and then Faculty wins the half 9-6. So going to be a tough road for Curse here, but they just need to fight back. Otherwise, we will see him at number 3, which will be DE Cash, by the way. A lot of North American Counter-Strike players will probably be familiar with that. Some of the Europeans not so much, as it's not really featured in any type of European play. But either way, We'll see what happens.
I was about to go get really excited about that round. I thought Anger was just kind of sit down there on that bomb and
He
try to ninja it.
probably could have ninja'd it.
It would have been.
It would have been tough.
It would have been tough.
They may or may not have heard it.
Right. I mean, he just kind of dropped
They
down
definitely
on
didn't
there.
see him come in.
No. So I don't know how far away. You know, he would have to wait way late in the round, and then it gets dangerous. And okay, how long do I wait before they'll hear me defuse it?
Yeah. I agree to go with the frag. I mean, he just missed. It
Right.
happens to the best of us.
No, I mean, with the number of teammates he had up still, I mean, it obviously made sense, but it would have been fun to watch. But instead, they dropped that round as we've got a quick push here from them at long, and Anger gets the first frag.
Yep, Anger does open it up. This is good. This allows Curse to work for a tie if they can just win out the rest of this pistol round. But in Faculty has come right back and killed one of their own. They have a good stack over here at A. They're boosting up a player on platform. Curse running into a stack here, but Skadoodle comes from Cat. Oh, Michael 3D kills his own teammate, though. That's going to hurt him money-wise no matter what happens this round. That's unfortunate. But they will get the bomb planted. Simon sneaking up A ramp, able to get a nice headshot on the Michael 3D, but Anger catches him. So Curse does win the round, but because of that TK, they might not be able to buy like they would like to, but I guess they're fine. Looks like they should be able to buy up Galils and SMGs, whatever else they want, and play for a tie here very early on in the first half.
Yep, so looking at it, like you said, Galils on a lot of their backs, umps from Skadoodle. I actually really like the ump as a second round buy. It's cheap, it's got a good bonus. I don't think that many people use it, but then 2 Galils, easy PK, Michael 3D, and I'm trying to find out what Anger has. Nothing.
Nope.
Just
Got
playing
that
with
Glock.
that Glock.
Got the Glock. I think he's made his way into B for free here. Going to get a sneaky frag there onto Kirby. As the bomb actually looks like they might be going towards A, but Stan getting a couple of frags there for himself. Stan's been doing really good this entire night, actually. Look at him just steaming awesome frags there. Stan might be the story of the night for Curse, to be honest. He's played really strong.
Yeah, he has certainly had some really strong rounds for them. You know, maybe something that wasn't expected necessarily from him. And again, Anger Skadoodle being the 2 guys, but he has had some rounds that have really helped them out and turned the tides for them. So here they are now in position to tie it back up and play out the rest of the half as if it was a brand new game.
Yeah, we'll have to see here. As it is 9-8. Of course, you said they're playing for the tie here. They had some SMGs. They're going to be making a strong presence over at long. Stan gets stuck, though, in the corner, and Disruptor will actually be able to take him down. They're going to actually have 4 players stacked at long A and Faculty. And it looks like the Terrorists are going to be pressing Cat. They should notice this stack by now, but they're getting the frags. They're just going to keep pressing into A. Catch one at long crossing. Anger catches another one in CT spawn area. QK Manus is on the flank from Cat here with the P250. Able to take down Anger. So good shot there. QK Manus continuing to try to make a presence from the catwalk. Spotting out a couple on site. Michael 3D takes down with the Galil. And a second frag there for Michael 3D. So good plays there. They tie the game back up at 9-all. So Curse a chance to put this one away if they can just keep it up in these gun rounds and keep putting some wins together.
Yep. So, you know, pretty basic pistol rounds. That's kind of what we expect. You stack some. You know, once you lose some, once you're down from the guns and you got those pistols, you got to go ahead and stack something up and hope maybe they walk into you as Asmo peeks out mid there down low, doesn't see anyone, and they are heading more towards the B tunnels on the Curse side.
That is right. And so we're going to see what Curse does on this first gun round. Of course, they have already lost a player with easy PK, their strat caller falling down. So we'll see if the rest of the team can pick it up here. Try to keep Curse in the round as they are starting to kind of work up middle. And Cat looks like they want to split B, but all of them will be coming mid, actually. They do spot out Asmo outside B. They're going to challenge him. And they are going to get the pick, but QK Manus has also taken down Stan, and QK Manus continues to catch frags with the out. Skadoodle finally puts him down, but Skadoodle's alone, 1 versus 3. He's going to have to clutch here. Nice flick shot onto Kirby. He has the bomb as well. He's traversing himself back over to mid. I don't know if he caught that guy on CT spawn or not. He got flashed pretty quickly after the smoke dissipated, so I'm not sure if he knows one is there. I think he does. He's backing his way up.
Good news for him.
Xbox.
He has that bomb on his back.
He does, and he's going to be working his way up. Cat, a huge clutch situation here, potential for Skadoodle, as he's going to sneak his way back. Cat, and he could catch Simon here. Simon decides to get a little bit aggressive and cross mid, but he's not going to. This is so crucial here. Skadoodle sneaking his way out double doors. As soon as he scopes, his location will be given away, though. As there's one CT spawn, one strike to his left. Oh, pulls out the flashbang, gets caught, almost pulls off the flick shot anyway, but Simon will catch him with the M4. And as soon as Curse was about to try to take the lead back, and Faculty presses it one more round, and now we're at 10-9.
Yeah, I thought Skadoodle was going to go ahead and go up cat and either force the one-on-one with his op at the guy at CT spawn, or go and get that plant down, because Faculty might have waited to sort of team up and retake the site. But no, he doesn't do either. Tries to do that fake, walks up cat because he knew he'd hear him, and then try to walk back. That was his plan, but instead Simon staying on that B side of the map, which really made it a difficult situation for Skadoodle, even if he had made that pick.
That is true here, as we are waiting to see how this next gun round gets played out. Full rifle setup here from Curse. No ops this time around. Asmo still holding the Faculty. He misses his first shot. Michael 3D gets a nice pick there. They're going to work on B, but Simon has worked outside of the B bomb site towards these bombs. He's already picked up one. Kirby comes in the flank through CT spawn, picks up two of his own. However, there are two terrorists inside the site. That's going to be Stan and Skadoodle. They will get that bomb planted. Stan will go ahead and smoke and flash off the door. 3 people will be looking to retake after that nade frag from Skadoodle. This is a good chance for Curse to tie it back up if they can just hold strong inside the B side. Stan sees one in window. Skadoodle going to get the kill. Stan gets a kill, though, onto that B player. It's a 1 versus 1. He gets the reload. 75 health versus 73 health. Nade comes in from, oh, man, Disruptor.
Oh, wow.
Puts it down. Going to get the defuse. Plenty of time left. The shaker comes out again. He's all about that shaker, man. Or rattler, or whatever the heck that is.
That's just
a thing that makes noise that you spin around in the air when you win rounds, apparently.
it's just what you do when you win rounds.
You just pick that crap up off the table and you just friggin' spin it around and make noise. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Well, that said, we'll see here. Curse, I'm trying to look at their money. They were not on a buy, right? They are on an eco.
No, they are ecoing this round pretty hardcore. They got some 250s and stuff like that, but they got nothing, basically.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. So they'll put them back 12-9 unless they were to pull out some great shots. They got 2 guys at pretty low. Oh, 2 guys dead now.
Yeah, Stan doing a great job. Like I said, he's been the story for Curse most of the night. He's been their top fragger like a couple of times, it seems like. I mean, I could be wrong, but he's done great whenever I've noticed. Michael 3D trying to do something here at long, but he's getting caught pretty hard. And he does get 1 kill there on the Kirby. 1 versus 2. Spots 1 over here in the corner. Only has 6 health, though. He has to be super careful about how he approaches this. He knows there's 1 in that corner, and there's 1 CT spawn. He's probably aware of that, too. Peek CT spawn. Oh, gets the corner player. Michael 3D can make a huge clutch here if he can just catch his headshot, but Simon has 100 health and an M4. This will be really tough and unable to do so. Nice try by Michael 3D. He got a couple of kills out of it, but just could not put it away there in the end. But it's still a decent eco round, I think, for Curse. They got lots of guns down.
Yeah, well, and they got a lot of guns down, and Faculty didn't really have all that much money when they were doing that. So you look at their buy now. After that buy, they have, like, no money. So if Curse is able to pick up this one, that puts Faculty into a save situation, which means Curse brings it right back to another close game at 12-11, assuming they win the eco round that Faculty would have. But they got to win this one first, and they're off to a good start as Stan gets the first frag.
Yep, Stan's been doing, like I said, a great job this half for sure, and throughout this best-of-3 set so far. Getting the pick there is certainly good news, as Skadoodle will now just lock down a platform with the op from Pit, while it looks like the rest of the terrace will go ahead and start kind of working their way up. We see lots of players that's kind of mixed up in this smoke. Disruptor. Oh! I'm sorry, everybody out there, but that scared me. I didn't expect that to happen. But anyway, looks like Curse does have the advantage at this point. And it looks like they are going to plant A, and Faculty's going to save. What thoughts do you think went through? Who was that on Cat? I
don't know.
What thoughts go through your head at that point? Like, oh, this is a nice little gray patch I'm hanging out in. And then all of a sudden it just dissipates, and this dude's just right in your face. And whoever clicks first at that point wins.
Yeah. But with that, Curse is able to pick up the round and some extra money in their pocket. And we look at Faculty able to save 2 guns there, but it really doesn't matter because the rest of their team is broke as a joke. So we look at this. So they'll have the 2 guns. Now that is enough if they get some good entry frags with them that they can pick up a couple of AKs from the other team and all of a sudden turn it around. So
yeah, this
do
could
have a
be huge.
chance. Two rifles is plenty to be able to do something, but you got to get those entry frags with them, or the early frags. I guess on CT side you're not really entering a whole lot, but
that is very true. I do see some CT aggression on Catwalk. EasyPK going to catch both of them there with the AK-47. So Curse already having high hopes in this round. They're looking to close the gap at a 12-11 score if they can just put this round away. And they've, like I said, had a good start at it as ECPK continues to create pressure here at middle. And Catwalk spots another player on Cat, gets the headshot there. Another headshot for ECPK. We could get the first ace that I've seen on this stream at least, besides the All-Star game. He just needs to find one more CT, which is Simon, who has an AK and is pitching a tent in T-spawn right now. He is getting the marshmallows and the chocolate out.
Look at EasyPK. He's trying. He's checking every corner, spamming
he wants
everything.
this ace really bad, really bad. And Simon has proceeded to heat up the coals, but he's going to get chased down here. He does get the pick on the Michael 3D, so EasyPK now knows where he is. Could he just get the ace? I don't know. Nope, he's not. I don't think he can make it. He's like, come on. He tried. He put in the effort.
Yes, sir. Well, with that, as I said, that moves Team Curse into the 12-11 score, so only down by 1 now. And Faculty is going to be able to buy up again, so we'll see if they're able to pick this one back up and move themselves into a 2-round lead again, or if Curse can tie it up and make this an even closer match than it has been so far.
Yeah, it could be a tie game here in just a moment as long as Curse plays their cards right. And Faculty is still kind of rough on money. They have QK Manus with the FAMAS, and everybody else has rifles. No ops as usual for them. Usually they had Asmo or QK Manus opting for them. They're not going to have that this round. ECPK gets the opening pick here on the QK Manus. But here comes Kirby fighting right backs, but Skadoodle able to pick him up with the op. He's got Michael 3D with him here at long. They know one more is Pit. ECPK going to be able to take him out. Simon going to be on the flank. Asmo here up on the corner. Smoke's going down. I think they're trying to save these rifles. Simon's backing up into T-spawn. Asmo's falling back as well. So they will tie it up. It's going to be 12-all here in just a moment. And map number 2, of course, Faculty needs to win this to force a map 3, which would be DE Cash. However, if Curse can win right here, they will be the first North American team to move on in the upper bracket.
Yep. So obviously watching, I think they'll both be able to get away with these. I think they're in positions that they won't lose those guns. But if we go ahead and bring up the scoreboard and look at the money situation prior to the end of this round, we can see Faculty has 3 players with next to nothing. One of them has a gun in their hands right now, though. The other one, even that 4th player, only $500, so him not having a whole lot, but he has a gun as well. But I don't believe they're going to be able to buy, so they're going to have a same situation as what we saw just a round or 2 ago.
They are hating it right now.
Yeah, it has just been uncomfortable for them. So we'll see them have those 2 rifles again. I think the early frags with those gives them a chance to win. But last round, they dropped one of those guns early as EasyPK took out 2 guys Cat.
Yeah. The economy for the Germans is not doing so good right now. But they are going to be able to save this round. They should be able to buy next round, pending they don't get any crazy
the
team
Deutsche
kills
Mark
or something.
is not doing good. Or Euro? I'm not sure.
Well, like they're basically back on the times of the Mark, like right before World War II, when it was like, like you had to have 9 trillion of them to get like 1 USD or something like that. Yeah, or 9 million. I don't know. Whatever.
Doesn't really matter as they are getting destroyed here as well.
Yeah.
So. And they're just going to try to keep at least one of these guns, maybe?
Yeah. I thought they're going to be saving this M4, or at least Asmo is going to be doing that. Simon actually doesn't have anything to save. He just has a P250, so he might be looking for some exits. Going to be straddling this box right now. Bomb will get planted here for the T side, so they'll continue to collect that money bonus for a bomb plant. And let's look at the scoreboard here. Let's just get a breakdown of what we've really seen so far. As you can see, Stan is up on top of the scoreboard for his team. He's been playing well all set. Easy PK also doing well this half, 8-5. Skadoodle showing up at 9-3, so everybody doing pretty well. They have really good money, as you can see, besides Anger, who apparently is buying gold-plated AK-47s over there because he doesn't have too much cash in the pocket. And in Faculty, of course, should be able to buy next round like we said, so they'll be able to put up a formidable defense. But Curse will take the lead back finally at 13-12, so they just need to win out 3 rounds, and we may be done for the night. But, you know, with Faculty being on the bye this round, it's going to be even. It's been very back and forth, so it could definitely go either way.
That is correct. And let's see who to put eyes on. Go ahead and put eyes over on Skadoodle for now to see what he does with this op early round. Doesn't look, no, he is going to pick mid. I was thinking he might try to go B or something, but he is going to pick mid, see if he sees anyone crossing. Nope, they're going to smoke, and he's not going to catch anyone.
No.
And with that, they're going to send him off towards mid to see if he can play something here, as they're going to do a split here.
Yeah, this is going to be an aggressive cat setup. Skadoodle might get caught if he's not careful. He's playing an angle to where he shouldn't get spotted, though, and he has plenty of players in lower B tunnel, so this is actually kind of a decent counter to cat aggression. Though the cat players could just flank through after this mid press. So they got to watch out for that. Skadoodle is going to pop a flash and a nade to try to hold that off. And here comes this mid to B split, but it's just mostly mid. There's going to be one player that might peek window in a second, and that'll be their first chance to get a pick, and they will get it. Anger and Easy PK going to town here on Faculty. They're going to get in the sights. Skadoodle will be able to plant the bomb in the open. QK Manus has an op. He's saving it. Kirby's going to save his M4. We're going to see a 14-12 score. Let's check out the money. Faculty going to struggle next round to buy. They're going to be able to save the guns that they do have, but they're probably going to have to buy FAMASas and stuff like that if they want to be able to buy it all. So, yeah, this is a really good situation for Curse. They're basically either forcing Faculty to save, or they're forcing them to really have to buy mixed like the rest of the game for the most part, unless they can win a couple in a row.
Ooh, and they just drop another one, which definitely means they're not going to be able to do any sort of buy. So that's my question here is, when are you at the point where you realize, okay, we're not going to have money for everyone else to buy up anyways. We haven't really done much with these guns that we've saved the last couple times we've tried it. And if now we have to save again, we're in a position where we are now at game point for Curse.
It's personal preference as an in-game lead, but in my perspective, in a situation like this where you're down 12-14, playing for the tie is reasonable. Like, you're not that far away from tying. You're 3 rounds away. Now, if it were like 14-6, I'd probably buy because I don't want it to go to game point like for free. But we actually do see Faculty force. They actually somehow got an op. But they have an op in M4, so I mean, it apparently wasn't a terrible force buy. QK Manus doesn't quite have much firepower, but everybody else is doing okay. It looks like we are going to see another T-push in here. Anger with a nice headshot. Stan with a nice kill there as well. Stan getting another one. QK Man trying to come through window with the Deagle. Going to pop off some rounds, but Anger going to take him out with the AK, so it's all up to Kirby now. And at this point, saving is probably, it doesn't really matter.
Right.
Kirby going to be able to get the pick there though with the M4. The bomb's actually going to be going towards A, the plant, so he's actually going to go for this, I think. And not a bad idea. Skadoodle misses his op shot, so Kirby knows he has a free 1v1 here. So he's definitely going to be pushing the issue. He doesn't want to sit back and allow Skadoodle to rotate. So he's going to go ahead and press in the stand, takes out stance. He's going to get on the defuse. Skadoodle's going to have to make a nice op shot from long. Kirby knows. He fakes the defuse. He gets on the M4. He does some damage. He's going to drop down. Skadoodle may not be ready for this. This could be a good angle for Kirby. Kirby does do some damage. Skadoodle down to 38 health, but Kirby's going to have to press, and Skadoodle's playing this really smart. He knows that he has to force him to come to pit.
I don't think he has
Yeah,
time
there's
to
no way he has
now
time to
anyways.
defuse now. He's just trying to drop the op. Skadoodle trying to just stay alive now. He pulls out the Glock. Kirby does take him down, but at what cost? You know, the round was 1. It's now 15-12. Game point situation for Curse. Here is North America's chance to finally win an upper bracket set today and move on. The winner of this will be playing against NIP, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, the winner of this will go on to play NIP.
And then Varia Games will be playing against ESEA
ESE.
We'll discuss
correct.
the bracket after
Right.
this is over, just to give you some clarification.
Yeah, so with that said, I had a point I was going to make, and now I'm
That's
thinking
fine.
about the bracket.
Points,
But that's fine.
It happens, man. If we are seeing Faculty being aggressive, they still do have guns, actually. It's an even 4-on-4. All of a sudden, Disruptor gets one. QK Manus gets one. It's looking good. QK Manus firing off op shots like crazy. What a round for QK Manus with the big green. Where's the spinny thing? Come on. Nope, no spinny thing.
So that's right. The point I was going to make was, I guess,
Was it about the spinny thing?
No.
Okay.
That last round, not the last one, the one right before that,
Yeah.
where they were able to buy. They must have been only 3 rounds lost on the previous save they had to do. That round, they must have been in the full bonus and had just enough money to be able to sort of buy up those M4s. Not full armor, I don't believe, but that's why we saw that buy there. So now with that win, that puts them in a really good spot. Although Curse not going to have to save the rest of that half, so we will have full guns the rest of the way and see if Curse is able to just pick up the last one, or if we will go into overtime, the first time we have seen that this LAN.
Yeah, so both teams are fully gunned out here. Skadoodle with an op. Everybody else does have rifles. Of course, a full rifle setup for in faculty, except I think QK Manis does have the op. Yes, he does. He'll be playing A with that. So we do see Curse working the B tunnels here. Looks like they're going to work a true B split here from mid and from B tunnels this time instead of just full out mid, if I had to guess. If I was a betting man, that's what I would bet here soon. As EZPK shifts away from long to meet up with Michael 3D towards Cat. 3 players in B tunnels. Yeah,
They're going to take B.
Yeah, they're going to take B. And here comes the split. So EZPK going to get the first pick. Simon, though, going to stay up close. Stan gets him. This is looking really good for Curse. They can put it away right here. Michael 3D catches the opper down. Stan's going to get that bomb planted, so Kirby and Disruptor are forced to clutch here. 2 versus 4. Like I said, looking really good for Curse at this point, unless Disruptor and Kirby make some huge plays. And here comes Kirby at window, gets caught by Skadoodle. Now Disruptor will try his chances, and Anger will shut him down. And Curse, the final hope, the last hope for North America tonight, has won in 2 maps. They send in faculty the lower bracket to play against Denial. And then, of course, it'll be Very Games versus Dynamic in the lower bracket. Let's just go ahead and pull up the brackets. Can we do that real quick just to go ahead and get that out the way? And